Hey guys, UltraMaximus back with another toy review. This time we're taking a look at a Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure. And, oh, nerdgasm. It's a live-action role-play figure. Leo the Knight. Yes, I found a complete set of these figures at a local Walmart here in Greenwood, Indiana. I found sets of these guys at a Meijer up in Carmel, Indiana, on the north side of Indianapolis. And then I found another set of them at the other Greenwood Walmart here on the south side of Indianapolis. And unfortunately, neither set had a Donnie, the wizard, in it. And I didn't want to get three and have to chase the one down, so I kind of passed both of them. I thought, you know, that might have been a mistake. Fortunately, I found all four. So I think Donnie's actually the short pack of these figures. If you don't know what these are, there's a fantastic episode called Mazes and Mutants. And it's basically an episode where the Turtles find a copy of Dungeons and Dragons, for all intents and purposes, in the sewer. They call it Mazes and Mutants, but when they find it, it actually looks like the old school, original Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game set, which that's my generation. I am of that original Dungeons and Dragons playing generation, the dice game. And they actually play the game, and it's so awesome. And they're nerding out because they are teenagers. They're sitting in the kitchen, and they're playing this game, something I had done for years and years as a kid. And it was hilarious to actually watch this on the show. It was probably my favorite episode ever of this series. Then they kind of advance into the LARPing, live-action role-play, which is beyond me. I've never gotten into that. I don't really get that too much. I still love to sit down and play a good role-playing game. Star Wars, Call of Cthulhu, Dungeons and Dragons, you name it, I'll sit and play it. Spycraft or Star Trek, but live-action's a bit much for me, but it was funny to watch in the show. Just kind of a real quick breakdown of the show, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it. Go watch, just stop watching this right now and go watch that cartoon because it's fantastic. So the Turtles decide they're going to go play this live-action role-playing game in the sewers, and there's another mutant that takes them into the actual game itself. And you find out he planted the game to get them into it, and he puts them through a real-life Mazes and Mutants quest, which was really, really fun. So they made their own costumes, which was fantastic, which is what LARPers do. And it was great because, you know, in the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line, they always had these weird, crazy costumes. And this kind of, and they still do in the new set, but this kind of has a purpose because this is one of the few times those goofy costumes actually existed on the show. The only other one I can recall is one of the previous Turtles television show. Raphael would dress up in a black biker outfit and helmet and go around at night as a vigilante and ride on a motorcycle. And they did do a figure of that, which looked really, really cool. But this is an absolute gem. I love this. So let's take a look at it really quick. Let's look at the box and get the figure out of the package and see what we think of it. So basically it's the same clamshell box that we see on all of the turtle figures. We've got Leo in there. It says Leo the Knight, so instead of Leonardo, it's just Leo. The Knight live action role play, so they actually have the LARP on there. Just kind of a close-up real quick. So there he is. Same exact deco. There's his logo, and actually has the role play. Now, if you notice, the picture is very different from what you get in the package. And there's the blue and the white and the blue on the helmet. And on the picture, that looks more like leather, and the writing is painted white on the shoulder pads, and there is no blue on the helmet. Well, it's kind of funny because this is actually more accurate from the show than what that is. Now, the shoulder pads are different in the show. That doesn't have that kind of scrolly writing on it, and it doesn't have the lines like that per se. They're designed a little different, and he does have the blue on the helmet in the show. So I'm wondering if the prototype figures were made before finalization of the show occurred, because I think they wanted to go more of the turtle colors. So I'm wondering if that had happened. Here's a wide-angle shot of the back of the box. Here is his bio. If you want to pause and read that, you can. It's very cute, very funny. Here's a picture of inaccurately colored Leo. Here are all the other figures that you can get. So they're all the LARP turtles. We have a Dojo Splinter. This Neutralizer is actually kind of a cool figure. I think I want to get that guy. And then here are all the bad guys. You got Shredder version 2, some of the newer guys, Robotic Foot Soldier, which is kind of interesting, some scary werewolf looking thing, the Rat King, Mutant Bottle Boy, a squirrel. I don't know how aliens didn't sue them. You got Tiger Claw, which actually looks kind of cool, and Slash. And I really almost bought the Slash figure, but after looking at it in package, it really, really disappointed me. So I passed it up, which is unfortunate because I really liked Slash from the old show. So let's go ahead and get Leo the Knight out of package and see what we think. Alright, so here we have Leo the Knight out of package, and I gotta say, I love this figure. I think it's a fantastic looking figure. It's a completely different mold than the original Leonardo figure that we got in this Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. It's a different head sculpt. I think the head sculpt looks more like the actual show versus what we got in the original lineup. I think they looked more like the original toys the first figures did, versus this looks more like the actual show. So let's take a look at the figure himself. Just kind of a quick close-up. There he is, looking all smirky. I mean, he does. They do a good job. He does look like a show. He's got his little brown belt that hangs over like normal. He's got this nice, big, detail belt of metal thing. I guess that's his knight's armor. He has a completely different style of sword. I really like the detail on it. Looks really nice. I'm not sure if he just put something on the sword to make it look different from a katana, but looks really, really cool. He's got this nice little chain in his shoulder pads, and that just kind of hangs there. It's a soft plastic, and if you actually look at the shoulder pads, it's a cut-up stop sign, which is interesting because I don't think that was the case in the show. I think they changed it again before the show was finalized. They were probably making this toy and they knew, hey, this is going to be awesome. I do like the concept of that. It'd been nice maybe if that was painted red. It wouldn't be a bad custom to do that. He's got these really nice gauntlets on his wrists, little metal gauntlets. Focus. Very cool with nice detail. He has his shield, which is in fact nothing more than a garbage can, which is what it was in the show. But in the show, he had a symbol painted on there, and it was a little bit bigger. But, I mean, that's just kind of nitpicking. His knee pads and his elbow pads are completely different than the original show's pads. And so are the feet. The mold on the feet are very, very different, very simplistic. They're kind of hollowed out to save money, I'm sure. We got the back here with the little ducky, which is cool. I mean, this is like a little bath towel. Now, the duck on the show was yellow. That's an easy fix there. I mean, it's typical Playmates. Let's not paint anything. And, of course, the shell they did not paint, nor did they paint the belt. But that's okay because we've got the nice little cape thing going on here, which is not a big deal. So let's throw him right there for now. Here's his helmet, looking all kinds of cool. And this is a pizza sauce can. If you look at the top, you can tell it was a can. He just kind of cuts it out and then painted it obviously there. And then he's got like, you know, rulers or protractors or whatnot, straight angles for the sides, which is looking really, really nice. Now, to put this on this guy, you simply take said turtle, take said helmet, and you just kind of slide it on there and make sure the holes are lined up for his eyes. And there he is. How awesome is that? I love how all the headgear on these turtles come off. It's really nice. It's just a really, really nice additive that they did. Just beautiful. This was a great, great concept for them to do. I think this is a great toy idea. And like I said, you know, we had a bunch of goofy costumes from the old toy line, but they were never in the show. This one was. And, you know, if I didn't say before, I think the only other one that we see like that was Raphael in one of the previous shows. He dressed up in a black leather outfit and had a black motorcycle helmet and rode a bike around and was a Night Avenger. I forget the name of what he called himself, but they made a toy of that and it was pretty cool too. So how does he compare to his other versions? So here is the original Leonardo that we get in the show, or in the toy series for the show. And as you can see, he is a completely different mold. Different head. Just to let's pull this off to compare the head shot. Completely different head sculpt. Way more screen accurate than this. I mean, this is a great toy. I love this toy. But this is definitely more screen accurate if that's what you're going after. This guy's bulkier. He has totally different arms, different pads, different feet. Just a completely 100% new toy. And then let's compare him to Leonardo from the movies. So yeah, again, very, very different. Of the three, I think he is the bulkiest, which is not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I mean, it's a nice chunky toy with great accessories. I really like it. I'm glad they put it out. I'm a fan. Total nerdgasm that they did that. So is this something you want in your collection? You know, I'm going to say, without a doubt, 100% yes. If you are a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, this is a figure that you want. You want the whole set. Absolutely. You can't just get one turtle, but you got to get them all, I think, with all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a built-in for-sale idea. But with this LARP, it's just genius. It's beautiful. It's a nerdgasm. So definitely pick them up if you see them at retail. They're $8.88 at Walmart. No more than $9.99 anywhere. They are 100% worth the $8 to $10. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. And as always, look for more videos in the future.